Is Eloise in season 5?
Is she in it?
Wow, I love that.
Love the
This
red,
colour.
come on. Thank you. I was going romantic/Christmas vibes.
You've covered all bases.
I'm here for it, mate.
Makes your skin pop.
I'm here for it.
I really wanted to talk to you about your friendship over this season because I love how it focuses on the deep connection between you two that we first see forming in Queen Charlotte. And at the moment, the friendship
She's got it.
She's got it.
At the moment, we're seeing that friendship in a bit of trouble. And I wondered what you thought both characters have to give to that friendship in order for it to survive.
There has to be, at some point, some understanding, some putting yourself in the other person's situation and trying to empathise with that. But there also has to be raging, and there has to be confrontation. You have to kind of clear the decks of everything. You know, if you give birth, you have to be sick and everything else.
Yeah.
To clear the
Everything's
decks.
coming out.
Everything's coming out. You've got to clear the decks. And I think decks are being cleared. And I think we're both, the characters are kind of startled and shocked by where it goes.
I don't think
it's not the playbook that
QC doesn't see this coming.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
and I think that, you know,
Mate, do you? I mean, obviously you've
So-
thought about
so
it, and there's
Danbury-
you know,
Yeah.
you have the idea.
I think Danbury knows it's going to be really difficult because they are, you know, they've been so tight for decades. It's going to be really difficult. Danbury knows, I think she needs it for her life. She's fighting for that bit of her life. But also, I think she knows it's going to go difficultly, in a difficult way, but I don't think she knows how difficult it's going to be.
Right,
And,
yeah.
and she's not, and I don't think she's prepared for the throwdown
For
of
the-
You're My Subject.
Yeah.
Can you guys each describe your character's season 4 journey in one sentence?
No. Yeah. I don't think I can do that. Winging it a bit. Winging it a bit.
Yeah, love that.
Great.
Mine's happily ever after.
Aww.
How's this? Feeling
Yeah.
lots of feelings.
Nice.
Yeah, great.
I feel like that's very Isn't that just life all in one, though?
Feeling lots of
Yeah.
feelings.
Lots of
Whose character storyline outside of your own is your favourite this season and why?
Oh, great question. Oh, come on.
Do you think it's unfair to do the Benedict and Sophie storyline? Because it is mega, and I want to say that, but I feel like
Today, a lot of us have been saying that, seeing
Same.
like what downstairs looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
and actually,
yeah.
like you said earlier, Hannah, people that have been in this show since the dawn of time,
Yeah.
who really get to like do
Get a
even
moment.
more this
Yeah.
season. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
I think.
I also like Hyacinth's story.
Yeah, beautiful.
totally, yeah.
Very good answer.
I'm rooting for Dowager Bridgerton. I'm loving where that's going.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very hot.
Very
Yeah.
hot. Very nice.
Yeah.
Good
love it.
stuff.
As a newcomer, what has been your experience of being enveloped into the world of Bridgerton, like from being with the cast and to the whole fandom in general?
Oh my God, it's been a wonder. I couldn't have asked for anything better. You know, they really welcomed us with open arms. And I know that because I've felt really safe as an actor to play. And it was one of the very kind of few times where I've felt I could, you know, let go of my ego and park my insecurities and just do the work. Because I see around me, like, everyone working so hard and they're super invested. And it is really a show that is inclusive and diverse.
And Claudia, the fandom is getting really impatient for an Eloise-led love story. And we know that it isn't this season, but is the Pall Mall theory right?
What is the Pall Mall theory?
Well, obviously Benedict hits his ball and it goes through number 4. Right, yeah. And then Eloise hits hers and it goes through number 5.
Crikey. Wow.
Have we hit on something? Is Eloise in season 5?
Is she in it? I hope she's in it.
That's going to be my answer every time. I'm just going to fake pass away. Listen. I love being in this so much. You can probably tell I'm quite an excitable person. I like this job a lot. And whenever it does happen, we know 5 and 6 are coming, right? It's out there. And, you know, chances are it's going to be one of us at some point, innit? Unless they start wheeling out the Pomeranians
Luke
next.
again.
Like, yeah, Luke's going to
Not
get
had
another
enough.
one or something. But whenever the time comes, it's going to be my absolute effing pleasure.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
What is something new that each of your characters learn about themselves this season?
That showing my vulnerability is a powerful thing, I think, because she learns from it very quickly.
And I think Danbury, you know, when she leaves the Queen after she's been told she is a subject, and she does a shutdown. And when Brimsley goes and says, the chess game must be completed. And Danbury said, well, I don't want to. I'm not, you know, I think she's going through all sorts of behaviours that I think surprise her, that she doesn't know that are in there. To come back to a firmer ground again, she has to go through all the sulky places, the stampy foot places, that I'm not speaking to anymore. You know, she has to go through the playground.
Yeah, I think
to come back somewhere else.
I would agree with that for Charlotte as well.
Essentially, you're the wicked stepmother this season. But we always know that it's never as black and white as that. So how did you infuse Lady Araminta's bitterness with that necessary undertone of vulnerability, just to make her more nuanced?
Well, I think it really helped that we had a lot of material to draw from in terms of like her backstory and her struggles, and the fact that they kind of included that in the show was really important, so that we don't see her as just like this one-dimensional kind of character. I don't think it's hard. I don't think it should be hard to empathise with who she is and why she makes the decisions that she makes. And also she's a single mother with 2 daughters, and she has to marry them off to secure their kind of future. It's a lot. She's going through a lot.
Michaela shows up and there's obvious tension in a pinnacle sort of nature. Can you talk about how she feels about her life with John and her relationship when Michaela's not around versus how she feels when she sees her in that moment?
Yeah, I think Michaela is a really like confronting energy for Francesca. And like Francesca's put herself in like boxes and lives her life by these rules, and Michaela just throws all of that out the window. And I think that that's like quite confronting, because there's probably an element of jealousy and why do you get to live your life like that? And also their relationship, seeing John so close, and also a different side of John coming out when he's with her. So I think, yeah, it's like she's an absolute tornado, and I think pulls on insecurities of Francesca. Have I answered the question? I don't really feel like I have.
No, but you gave a great
Yeah.
response.
Yeah, so when she shows up, I think she's put a lot of work in, and there's been a lot of growth between John and Francesca. So it's kind of frustrating that she finally feels like they're in a good place, and then it's like the tornadoes arrived again, and she knows it's all going to fall apart.
In a show that's all about marriage matches and falling in love, what is your favourite thing about portraying a long-standing platonic love that is just as precious as any other marriage match?
That's a lovely question. I mean, it's everything. Do you know what I mean? It's human. It's what I have with my mates. That you know, we can go off and come back, and we just kind of start off where we left off. You know, but the love never goes, and we allow everybody, each of us, to go off and do their own thing, and we come back together and hear about the stories and the adventures that the other one has had. You know, that's human. That happens in real life. So it's wonderful to be able to have this story reflect that real life.
Yeah.
You know, yes, we're in a period drama with lovely frocks and a wig, but at the core of it, it's human friendship,
And that doesn't shift.
doesn't shift.
And you know, to celebrate how precious those things are, those friendships, they will sustain you for your entire life.
What does Queen Charlotte's desperation to control the season's pivotal marriage matches reveal about maybe herself or her own needs?
I think there's a desperation to entertain herself, a desperation to not interact with real life, because real life is her best friend leaving her. Real life is her husband not being very well, you know.
And a bunch of kids that aren't actually there for her.
So I think she immerses herself in this other stuff, to separate herself from her real life.
Luke, Penelope is still wrestling with her Walsall Down politics, but what's next for your character now that he's found his other half?
Oh, that is the big question. That's what I'm excited to know. I think there was a moment when I was watching this season of like there must be a huge weight off for not only Penelope in the decisions that she makes in regards to Whistledown, but also Colin because of what they've gone through together. So I guess more happily married bliss, and maybe to get amongst the siblings, and maybe I'd like to do some big brothering, I think, at some point. I've got a little bit of that this season with Gregory, so yeah, I'd like to take on that a little bit more in the future.
Yeah.
What's something you maybe want the audience to understand about your character that isn't necessarily obvious?
She's certainly not into gentle parenting.
Definitely not.
Yeah. But she does it from a place of love and protection, because ultimately she cares about her daughters and she loves them.